guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a makeup tutorial based on this look right here. It is using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Dark Magic palette. This is the first time I've used it, so it is going to be a first impressions type video. At the end of the video I do explain if I like the palette or not. But if you're interested in seeing how I get this look right here, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so as you can see, my eyes are already prepped and primed, and we are going to go ahead and be using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill newest Vault palettes that came out. This one is the Dark Magic palette. I have not used this really at all other than the one poof color from it. So the first color I'm going to go in with is this color right here called Shush. Or Shh. And with my Morphe E23 brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and go in, and this is gonna be my transition shade. Alright, so now that we have that color there as our transition shade, we're gonna go ahead and go in with this Mojo color. It's the deeper brown, and we're gonna put that right in our crease as well, but a little lower than where we just put that transition shade, because this is a pretty dark brown shade. All right, and now that we have those shades on the outer V, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with, oh, and by the way, the last brush that I used was my Sigma E35 brush. And with this, I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques 203 brush that I used in the last video. This is one of my favorite brushes for when you're packing on color on the outside. And I'm gonna go in with this color called Inside Job. It's like a deep emerald green. It's really pretty. I think it'll just accent this brown really well. Ooh, that is pigmented. Then with no additional product on my brush, I'm going to go back in with that last Sigma brush that I used with the dark brown and just blend the green and the brown together. Alright, now that we have that green on the outer corner, we are going to go ahead and go in. So we are going to go in with just any shadow brush. We're gonna go in with this color called Power Cut. It's this one right here. And it's much like a silver brown shade. It's really, really pretty. And I'm gonna try it without wetting my brush and see how that works, but I'll probably end up having to wet it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna put a couple spurts of Fix Plus from MAC on this, just to get it a little damp, and then I'm going to go back in with that Power Cut color and put that back on my lid. I think I need to get that a little bit more damp. Super noticeable, I can't tell. I heard a lot better things about the actual shimmers in these palettes than what I'm getting. Just don't seem to be doing much. Alright, that's just gonna have to do for now. So now that we're done with the eyes for now, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the face. And I have not primed yet. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Milani Prep and Brighten drops. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and go in with foundation. Now that our foundation is on, we can go ahead and go in with our not concealer. Oh, I guess we could go in with our concealer, but I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Cafe so that I can actually contour first. All right, now that we're done with our contour, we're gonna go ahead and go in with our concealer. All right, and now that that's all blended in, we're gonna go ahead and go in with our powder and set our face. And I don't know if I've mentioned this in any of my other videos, but I use the RCMA translucent powder. Just seems to work very well for me. But I am planning on trying something new here soon because I'm almost out of this anyways. And now that we are all powdered up, we are gonna go in with our bronzer. And I'm using the NYX matte bronzer in the color Light. And now that we're bronzed up, we're gonna go ahead and highlight. And I'm gonna continue to stick with my Becca in Opal. Same brush I've always used. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in and contour my nose just a little bit with my Hoola bronzer from Benefit with the same brush that I've been using. It's the No Name brush. All right, now that that is contoured, now that that is done, we're gonna go ahead and go in with blush, and I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Just Blushing and the color Just Natural. Just to rosen up the cheeks a little bit. Rosy up the cheeks a little bit, rosen. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, and now that we've got some blush on, we're gonna go ahead and finish up the under eyes. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this Morphe E17 brush. It's kind of like a small pencil brush, but a little fatter. It's good for the really blown out smoky eye. So we are gonna go in with that first brown shade, and go in with that under our eyes first. All right, and now we're gonna go in with a flat brush, and we are gonna go under the eyes with that darker color Mojo. right there in the palette. And this is a Sigma Flat Definer E15 brush. And we're gonna go right under where that lash line is. And then back in with that color on that same pencil brush. And just smoke that out, blend it out a little bit more. All right, and now that we are all smoked out, we are gonna go ahead and apply some mascara. And I'm using Worth the Hype by NYX. All right, now that we have our mascara on, we are gonna go ahead and highlight. And I'm gonna use the Sigma Pencil E30 brush. And I'm gonna use my MAC Nylon shade. It's the perfect highlight for your inner corner. I've literally never found a better one. All right, guys, so this is the final look. Unfortunately, my camera stopped filming right when I started to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. So I did put on a lip without knowing that my camera had stopped, and this is the color Whirl by MAC. It is one of my all-time favorite colors. It's just a really pretty, like, reddish brown color, and it really goes with really any look that you've got. If you want a bold lip and, you know, more of a neutral eye, it goes great and has that nice, you know, look on the lips where the lips are going to be more noticeable, or you can go with a really, you know, bright colored eye or just a really dramatic eye and still pop this on, and it's still very, very gorgeous. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this look yet, but it was really easy to do. I'm actually more surprised with that Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette than I expected to be. I've heard so many bad reviews on it, and I just put it off before I actually started playing around with it myself. I'd use that one poof color, which is just a nude, a neutral color. It's basically my skin tone, which worked great for what I needed it for, but other than that, I haven't really used the colors. I will say the mattes are a lot easier to use than the shimmer. I really had a hard time even trying to get it this dark or this, you know, vibrant with the shimmer that I used, which was the Power Cut. It just wasn't, even with the brush being a little wet, it just didn't have that much pigmentation to it, and it was just, there's a lot of fallout. It just didn't want to go on the brush. It's really unfortunate, but the rest of the palette I really enjoyed so far. I do look forward to using it a little bit more, using the blues in it along with the greens, but so far, you know, with the mattes that I've used, I really, really like them. So if you guys don't have this palette, it is definitely something I would still recommend, as long as you know that the shimmers may not be the best. I have watched some or seen some reviews from Jaclyn Hill herself saying that she is trying to figure out where the problem stems from. I really hope that she does, because she usually puts out, you know, perfect, you know, product, and I absolutely adore every part or every product that she has come out with so far. So a little disappointing this one didn't, you know, live up to the expectations that the rest have. But overall, I don't think the palette's a bad palette. I think that the fact that the, you know, mattes are easy to blend and they're easy to work with is a huge plus. There's really only, I think, yeah, there's 2 shimmers in the entire palette. So realistically, as long as you know that the palette or the shimmers may not work for you, the rest of the palette has, you know, the mattes that will work really well. So, but if you guys have any questions, please comment down below. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to it, and I will see you guys in my next video.